In the age when spirit and shadow intertwined, the celestial veil temple floated above a sea of clouds like a dream that refused to fade. Within its halls trained Ashen Lin, a disciple known for quiet devotion, unshakable will, and a heart too kind for the world he served. His master, Serene Yue, was the temple's sovereign, ice-voiced, sword-pure, worshipped as an immortal who could freeze the wind itself. Yet, when she looked upon her disciple, a warmth she could never name flickered behind her calm eyes. For years, teacher and disciple walked the razor edge between heaven's law and human feeling. Their blades cut demons, their prayers cut silence. Still, neither spoke the truth that bound them. Then came the realm trial. A gate of light opened above the northern wastes, promising treasures older than the stars. The celestial veil sent its chosen. Ashen Lin stepped forward, sworn to guard the sect's honor. Serene Yue forbade it, sensing darkness behind the invitation. But rules bound even masters. He entered the gate. She watched the light swallow him. Inside the secret realm, the sky burned violet. Mountains bled crystal, rivers sang in forgotten tongues. When night fell, assassins came, robes black, auras identical, movements precise as puppets. Ashen Lin fought until breath broke. When his sword fell, he whispered her name instead of a curse. The heavens answered with a streak of ice-blue light. Serene Yue descended, her power suppressed by the realm, yet still vast enough to sunder the forest. She should not have entered. The law said any nascent soul within would lose cultivation. But she had. For him. Blades shattered. The assassins fell like rain. When silence returned, she pressed medicine to his lips, hands trembling, though her voice remained cold. Do not move. He wanted to protest, to thank her, to say the words that had long haunted his heart. But her eyes silenced him. They hid in a cave while her strength ebbed hour by hour. When the last of her spiritual light faded, she lay pale in his arms, powerless for the first time since he had known her. Outside, more killers hunted. Inside, time stood still. To ease the weight between them, he said softly, "Next time, don't risk yourself for me." She answered, "If I hadn't come, you would be dead." The cave echoed with the sound of her fragile breath, somewhere between duty and forbidden warmth. A bond unspoken deepened. Days later they fought again, wounded again, fled again. Each attack carried the same aura, identical, manufactured. Not men, but constructs. Someone within the temple had built them. Someone wanted them dead. When the exit finally opened, Serene Yue's cultivation was gone. Ashen Lin carried her across the threshold into daylight. The first sight awaiting them was the temple's grand elder, robes immaculate, eyes kind and calculating. He bowed low. "Sect Master Yue, you returned safely." But behind that smile, Ashen Lin felt a chill colder than any blade. Within weeks, rumors spread like wildfire. A traitor among the celestial veil. Evidence pointed to the one who had survived the assassin ambush. Ashen Lin documents appeared overnight, witness marks forged, spiritual imprints faked with frightening precision. The Grand Elder declared judgment. Ashen Lin had colluded with demonic sects to lure his master into ruin. Chains bound him before the Hall of Heaven. His Dantian was sealed, His chi scattered. The crowd spat as he was dragged forward, the same disciples who once praised his loyalty. Serene Yue stood above them all, her face a marble mask. "There must be a mistake," she said. But the Grand Elder presented one final proof. A black seed of demonic energy discovered within Ashen Lin's core. He understood at once. The blessing the Elder had placed in their bodies before the realm trial, the mark meant for tracking, had been the poison that framed him. He shouted her name once before the Elder's palm struck, driving the seed to flare. Black chi erupted around him. Gasps filled the hall. Serene Yue's gaze shattered. Disbelief turned to pain. Her sword trembled in her grip. "For the safety of the sect, I will abolish your cultivation." Her strike was precise, merciful, cruel. The sound of shattering chi echoed like a bell. His power, his years, his faith, gone. As he fell, her back turned. She did not look again. That night they took him to the cliff where the temple's unwanted vanished. The Grand Elder dismissed the guards, smiling into the wind. "You are clever, boy, but heaven itself eats the clever first. Our ancestor requires sacrifices, entire towns, entire sects. You and your master were simply next. The truth hit harder than the Elder's blow. The massacres, the trials, even his own village's destruction, offerings to feed the temple's hidden god. When the killing strike fell, Ashen Lin triggered the last gift Serene Yue had given him, a talisman forged with her essence blood. Light exploded, hurling him into the abyss. The Elder lived, wounded and screaming. Ashen Lin lived, broken and reborn. He awoke months later in a cave behind a waterfall, his body hollow, his spirit dim. Cultivation gone, hunted by every sect, name cursed across the land. Yet somewhere beneath despair burned a single ember, a wish to free his master from the lie she served. He scoured black markets and ruins for any relic that might restore a crippled cultivator. One night he found an obsidian stone carved with shifting runes. When his blood touched it, light burst forth, and an ancient voice filled the cave. "I am the devourer of skies. I can return what was lost." Ashen Lin listened as the voice offered power without boundary, a path beyond heaven's design. Most would have knelt. He refused the pact, yet studied the echo it left within him, rewriting it line by line until the forbidden technique became his own. Thus was born the Heaven Reversal Path. Its principle was simple and blasphemous: to create strength by consuming the weight of fate itself. He trained in solitude. The forest around him withered. Rivers stilled when he meditated. Years passed, the world forgetting his name, while the heavens whispered it in fear. When at last he rose, his eyes held galaxies. The man who had fallen as a disciple now walked as something neither human nor demon. He did not seek vengeance first. He watched, he learned. He saw sect after sect fall to the same pattern of sacrifice, each hiding a fragment of the celestial veil's corruption. He moved through them like shadow, erasing false gods, feeding on their sins to grow. His name among survivors became the Eclipsed One, and high above, Serene Yue, restored, colder than before, heard rumors of a demon who devoured heavens. She left her council and followed the trail. Their reunion came beneath a blood-red sky, sword against darkness, silence against memory. He could have slain her, she could have forgiven him. Neither did. The battle tore the mountains, their auras mingling like storm and tide. When the final blow met, light consumed the world. In the hush after, only her voice remained. The heavens were never pure, only you were. And then all things fell quiet. Some say the explosion rewrote the sky itself. Stars shifted, old constellations vanished. In the crater where two souls had clashed, a single lotus bloomed, half white, half black, its petals glowing with both frost and flame. Those who meditate before that lotus sometimes hear a whisper carried by the wind, calm, resolute, defiant. Even in ruin, love can defy the